My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Monster Train 2. It's Melting Remnant under Legion. Oh, propagate some burnout. Oh, Life Month is higher in the base deck. That's pretty interesting. Hey, Lady of the House in the base deck with 2 copies of Wicklash as well. So the Wicklash usually gives plus 10 damage, but to her, it will give plus 20. And also Loam Coat to be able to propagate that burnout. This is a ridiculous Lady of the House start. Flesh Weaver with spikes, not a problem. Doombringer, yeah, sure. Dominion, also completely fine. Okay. I don't really like to call my shot, but it does kind of feel like this one's going to be a little bit of a cakewalk. Give me the Memorial Fund. Should I burn Bright? I am going to be looking for more burnout, so sure. I think that's easy. Actually, I'm going to take an opportunity here to get as many Dreg deaths on the bottom line. Yeah, I just need a space to sacrifice those. Actually, you can kill a fungi on that bottom line. That's fine. That still gets me 5 gold. Oh, that's unfortunate. 55 is still not going to be enough to get over the Fallen Champion by itself. Sadly, I'm not able to get the damage all the way back to the collector. Oh well. Missing out on 50 gold. Woof. Is there any way I would have been able to do it? Yes. Okay, with Rectiflicker in front, we actually have a chance. Set ourselves up to run the right way. Yeah. Because Wicklash can amp your damage, but not high enough. Said everything else pretty much exactly as it was. Grab that 50 golds. So another 10 on the bottom line from deaths. So realistically, all I need to do is give Loam Coat to Victor. 3 more unit deaths on that floor this turn. This especially matters with the Life Mother's Pyre, because getting one... Oh my god, Merchant of Steel and Remnant, ridiculous. Getting one really, really, really good card. Like, if this gets multi-strike, I immediately just dupe it with the Life Mother's Pyre. You get a good card and then you dupe it. A single fungi only counts, or rather full stack of fungi only counts as a single one for the sake of the Memorial Fund, it turns out. Can I go this and this? Yeah, still have both of them die. Beautiful. I think that's probably the most money I could have gotten there. Hey! Oh, you... I wanted to get a really early Subsuming Blade for a really long time, but it's up against Hallow Drippings, and Hallow Drippings is the largest amount of burnout I can give to a single unit in a single card. Can't avoid it. Glow Up is really good for the propagation. I do like Green Recruit, and to be a decent amount of money for me, gives me something to sacrifice and then just reform consistently on the bottom line. The Memorial Fund giving us a bunch of money for having done so. I'll take it. I don't really need the Merchant of Steel, but if the Merchant of Steel gives me the right things, everything's ridiculous. Okay. So I think we'll end up running floors like we just did. So I am going to be getting a second Lady of the House, but it's not going to be this one. I'll be taking Wickless Baron. We'll be doing a Harvest floor on the bottom line. We're eventually going to look for a way to get some sweep or something down there. So I can give the plus damage and burnout to Lady of the House, who does become really, really powerful with it. And then Titanite the Wickless Baron? No, I just chump block the Wickless Baron. No need to give you Titanite. I don't really want to large stone anyone unless I'm also going to mini stone them. I think I re-roll fully here. Endless, Dualism, Quick, Multi-Strike. Dualism least of which. Endless, Quick, and Multi-Strike. There's... yeah. Okay. Great. Endless for our Green Recruit is going to fulfill the conditions of the bottom line very effectively. Quick and plus 10 goes on Lady of the House. And if I had the opportunity, I'd dupe that lady right now, but it isn't really essential. She's attacking at quick speed as well. Okay. Yeah. I totally forgot that the Quicksilver Cherubs, they fly to the top floor. To set up here. Lone coats of pretty extreme importance to us. Yeah, no matter what I do in this top lane, then I'm never getting that collector. I can get a little more gold at least. Actually, I need to prevent 6 damage on the top line, so that's where the drag is going to end up going. We get Wicklash, Loamcoat, and Hallowed Drippings right after we lose our Burn Bright Rector Flicker. I mean, we are already winning on the bottom line, so it's not going to be a problem, but still. I mean, Molded's cool, but we just saw what happens when we don't have another Hallow Drippings. This is the same choice I was going to make last time. And thankfully, I get to make the glow-up decision this time. Beautiful, thank you. Merchant of Steel does matter. I mean, the Propagate once per turn would already just save Lady of the House and Rectiflicker eternally. Just the grow room from that. That said, an Underlegion unit that would like to go on the bottom line and like to care about. Troops and dying. Not that many troops of death. Gonna go Merchant of Magic to try and support. Oh, wow. The Hallowed Drippings? Yeah. Spore Launcher is an AoE solution for the bottom line. Granted, I can't really use it yet. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So I've got 4 Deployment Ember that is going to be spent on these guys. Boiler Room. Oh, it's so Boiler Room. It's going to have to be Capacity as our first draw, but thankfully Boiler Room will help us pay for our turns after that point. Holy Stone? No. No. I mean, I do think there's a lot of value right now in me just straight up duping a Hallow Drippings with Burnout 10 plus 5, but I also don't think that I need to do that in order to win this Flesh Weaver fight. So if I put Spore Launcher on the bottom line, the only way that I would get troops down there is Eager Conscripts. That's not good enough. Oh, Hallowed Drippings turn 1 for the top line. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Yeah, you're gonna need the health and the regen propagation on that top line, buddy. Slap. Oh no, but you only stay alive if I give you both the dregs. Alright. Whoa. Get him with the decay, buddy. I'm glad that I've got some decay on the boss as well, because otherwise, it's just hitting me a lot. I mean, single troop saves us a bunch of health on that line. Uh-oh. The Chosen Flagellant's gonna do 30 damage directly to the pyre, and I can't stop it. I'm losing so much health on Lady. First green recruit. Rough. Oh, we did it. We made it off of this floor. Decent amount of money, not that great though. Sacrificial Resurrection consumes all cards in hand, turns them into a draft. Spike of the Legion sounds pretty good to me. Propagate 2x. Hello. I mean, Wickless Tycoon is money. It's Memorial Fund, but Big Sludge is damage. If I could mini-stone... Oh, no, I'd have to mini-stone both Big Sludge and Spore Launcher. Actually, I only have to mini-stone one of them to be able to be useful. Paraffin Enforcer could also go on the top line. Just... Oh, no. Paraffin Enforcer on the top line isn't bad, but Lady of the House, if I dupe you, I'll have 2 quick units attacking before it, so, like, a lot of the time, Paraffin Enforcer won't even get to attack. Of course, there's also the Wickless Tycoon. I can just take that, throw that on the bottom line with the Spore Launcher and do... Yeah, the gold matters. Gold matters so much. I feel like I have to go Merchant of Steel here. Just because a... Ugh. Really? I was about to say, just because a mini-stone completely changes our life, but... It's just that? It's just one mini-stone? That's it? That's what I'm there for? Abyssal Prism, the first time you target a friendly unit with a spell. Each turn, non-move effects hit all of the friendly units on the floor. That's pretty good for the Wicklash and the Spike Legion. My only directed. Oh, and Glow Up. Not bad. When you play a spell, spells on here that cost less are reduced to 0 cost to the rest of the turn. Sketches of Salvation on the turn after deployment phase. Summon a random unit from your deck on each one. So right now, I don't love that. But it summons them to the back of the floor, so a lot of the time it'll end up putting like a Shield Steward on the back of the floor on the bottom, and then I have to wait for this to die somehow, which isn't good for me. I'll take the Abyssal Prism. I'm also going to re-roll. Thank you. These are choices. Versatile Ember Staff, usually I'm pretty excited to see, but not this time. Flicker's Liquor. After deployment phase, when you play a unit card, rather, a random card in hand is cost 0 until played or discarded. Yeah. An additional, I'll never need to worry about energy ever again. And then also dupe the first, create a copy of the first consumed card played each battle. That'd be a way to get a lot of hallowed drippings in this deck as well. Oh boy. Flicker's Liquor is... Yeah, it's fine, but also, do I really need it? I think Twin Mines and then just ideally playing this Hallowed Dripping. No, but I also have control over that. I can dupe it at any point if I want to. What about you, Celestialka? What say you? Well, that's a very interesting thing to say. Friendly units gain Conduit 1 on Slay. I literally don't use Conduit in this deck at all. Magic power affects nothing. At the start of turn, apply Daze 1 to a random enemy unit on a random floor. And Leaky Pen, -1 energy per turn. Really sad about that. Draw 2 additional cards per turn. That's incredible. I'd be drawing 7 cards a turn. that would push me back in the direction of going for energy. Like, the Flicker's Liquor would probably be my choice then. Yeah. I'm also already going to go energy for the next relic, so this is completely fine. Crypt Call's not bad. And just likely reform, like, additional chumps and trash for the Wickless. But realistically, we should just thin down the deck and dupe this green recruit so that I can just spawn them on the bottom line consistently. And Burn Bright having a bigger stat line is really helpful. Oh, another -1 energy per turn. That's tough. I have 1 energy every turn. All right. Should I throw a Spore Launcher on the bottom line? I think that has the best chance of defending me. Drake 0 costs a Shield Steward. 0 cost Loam Coat, that's great. But I'll get the Wickless Baron in the back line. Oh, Whiplash and Loam Coat. Great. Rector's never gonna die now. Additional energy for this turn, thank you. And now we've got the green recruit. Okay, this should be completely comfortable now. Sadly, Lady of the House is at the very bottom of the deck, but it's okay. It just means I have no one to give this Loam Coat to this turn. Unless I wanted to keep the fungi on the bottom line alive, and I didn't really want to, but... I'd love to fit the Wickless Tycoon in on that floor. Oh, how great that would be. Alas. Still angering for the most unit deaths I can get on the bottom line. Oh. They're just killing fungi? They don't even get through the green recruit? How's that happen? 6, 8. Oh, right. Yeah, it takes all of them to get through the fungi. That'll do it. Trying to make sure I have as many unit deaths as is possible. There's Lady of the House, ready to take a position on the top line. Hey, give everyone plus burnout, which is actually good. That'll kill the Spear Steward, thankfully. Does need to die. Oh, hold up. I don't want to cast that on the top line. I miss out on 5 gold by doing so. That'll have to do it. Get him, big boy. Too late for the subsuming blade, I think. Engulfed in smoke. Subsuming blade is some directed damage, and I have literally none of that. I should probably get a little bit of that. Even if it's not the best way I wanted to do it. Grow room! All units propagate 1 at the end of combat. There is also Inhale, which is really good as well. Deal 10 damage, Slay, Spawn 2. Truffles is really good too. I like all of them. I'll take Grow Room. Merchant of Magic. I'd be looking for Holdover Subsuming Blade. Consume removal or cost reduction for Spike. Double stack the other Hallowed Drippings. Cost reduction for this Hallowed Drippings. Liquor's lick over the energy. Nav. Feeling more and more like maybe it should just be the Merchant of Steel. I've got some good cuts in this deck. Gotta get rid of pretty much all the Stewards. Dualism's interesting. Probably most for the Spore Launcher. Oh! Okay, no, we're fine. We're fine. Spore Launcher mini-size. Dualism, the Spore Launcher. I'll roll. Yeah, no need for any of those. Yeah, this one's a toughie. I was really hoping I would see something here that I cared about. Yeah, I can upgrade a Dreg, but I don't know if you've noticed, but Dregs are not part of my damage strat at all. Cut those Shield Stewards. I'm gonna want another copy of Lady of the House. And actually, no, it's more important I get the Green Recruit copy right now. Because that bottom line needs to be able to play the Green Recruit. And as for the rest of our cuts, it's Spear Steward. Okay. I made a silent deal with myself in a second. If I can remove the second Spear Steward and then dupe a card, I will do it. And this dupe will be the Lady of the House. Next boss relic pickup for me is 100% energy, and it's just for the deployment energy. Rest of this has to be set up in the middle of the fight now, which I'm okay with. I'm not thrilled about it. Don't let anyone tell you I'm thrilled about it. Well, let them know I'm into it. Oh, cool. I can force the Loam Goat to have the cost reduction here. I just have to play both of the conscripts first. I think the next conscript needs to be played on the next line. Otherwise, I short unit kills on the bottom line. Cool. Then Lady in the House top. You get the Loam Coats. And then Wicklash for both of our top liners. Woo! Oop. Big mistake, pants. It's time for the Green Recruit. Got him. Throw Room our top line, then Hello Dripping's our top line. I really should Subsuming Blade something. That'll do. Oh my god. Gold every turn. Oh my god! It's finally time. Green recruit. Green recruit. Only I could give reanimate to that collector. I have so much propagation. Oh my god. And it's time. Let's propagate 14 for everyone on the top line. 14 more regen, 14 more regen, 14 more burnout for everyone. That's right. Okay. The answer is green recruit. I really want to push, like, both of the green recruits in front of a spawn, but that's not going to be possible here. Just burn a Calcite Ember. Get about as much money in the bottom line as I think can. Marvelous. Perfect. So over the course of that fight, we earned about 600 golds. No. I could theoretically use Crushing Demise on that mid line where we never have any of our own units, so... okay, I'll take it. Wax Cap, again, only really useful on that middle line. No, these ones I don't need. This, however, Pyre remains, as well as a Merchant of Trinkets with this much money. Oh god, don't you dare. Don't you dare. Okay, hang on. Last League. Yep. Is it always the Reanimate potion? I think that might be the... Oh my god. At the start of turn, friendly units gain Propagate 1. Yes, thank you. When a unit has a third unique status effect applied to it, Propagate 2. Great. Spells get an extra upgrade slot. Take that, re-roll. X cost cards, or cards that cost 3 or more, have Permafrost. Oh, keep the Spike of the Legion until the right time. That's a card that I'm very likely to buff. And we'll do it. Equipped units gain armor 10, not really especially important for us. 50% chance to remove all buff effects from an enemy when it enters your train. It makes very little difference, but I have very much money, so I'll also take that. And I'll also take this opportunity to remove a drag from the deck. Although they are good for my energy, Certainly don't need that many of them. Alright, Strixonella. It's time for us to dance. Whoop! There it is. The green recruit on turn 1. That's all we really want. That's all I've ever wanted. Actually, hang on. I'm gonna drop a Dreg top. Just an easy chump for that turn. Then Conscript bottom, and then I'll put all of the rest of mine in front of that, just in case the Conscript stack lives. Because keeping a stack of mushrooms behind would then make it much easier for me to get the green recruit killed consistently, especially when I have 2 green recruits. Spike Legions, just give additional burnout top line, not really relevant. Yeah, I'll just keep the permafrost, thank you. Damn it, kill a non-boss enemy unit. Course crushing device can't kill that one. There you go, everyone on this line now has reanimate. Use this top line to defend myself. Do I spike a Legion for nothing? No. Very surprised we'll end up losing the Wickless Baron here, but it's also not that much of a problem. There we are with the ladies of the house turning up at the right time. Oh, hell yeah. I'm gonna scale my own Subsuming Blade a bunch by using it to kill 3 of my own units at the same time. Next turn, the Spike of the Legion will be ridiculous. But also, doing it this turn, I actually get more benefit. Well, I'll just copy the glow up. That'll be okay. There we go. Spike of Legion for plus 16 to all of our top liners there. Best outcome for me this turn is yet another opportunity to Subsuming Blade. Wait, that only killed 2 targets that turn because it spawned new troops before attacking those troops. So that means I need to spawn the troop and target it first. And then, there we go, we got all 3 of the +3 damage pumps. Resin Blades. I mean, it's the best scaling for Blade of the House. I said energy for deployment's sake. Stand by it. Merchant of Steel's real tough because it's basically just mini stone for Wickless Tycoon, and even then, after the next fight, I no longer need the Wickless Tycoon. Like, it's a very easy cut from the deck, so I don't want to invest in it. Merchant of Magic, however, a little bit of healing, that's quite nice. Realistically, Spike of the Legion is probably the most... Oh, and Subsuming Blade. Hold over Subsuming Blade. Let's remove Consume from Spike of the Legion first. Gonna double stack the other Hallowed Drippings. I'm gonna -1 cost our Subsuming Blade. Swimming Magic Power, Consume. No, reroll. There it is. -2 cost Consume for the Spike of the Legion. There's an argument that I could also just throw the Holy Stone into that. I think, like, holdover Subsuming Blade gives me a lot of value in the... Is it a lot of value, or it's just a lot of consistency? Because I could also just hold over the Spike of the Legion and then give... What? Like, if I was propagating more than just Burnout for that top line, the Spike of the Legion's the correct choice, but I'm just propagating Burnout for that top line. No, I think this is a good opportunity to get some mid-fight healing. If I desperately need it, I will give the holdover to the Subsuming Blade. I'm not going to a Merchant of Magic in the next area anyway, so I may as well just take +10 damage on it. Do any card except your champion. Give me another copy of that Spike. If it's not holding over, I want another copy of it. I could probably fit another small launcher on the bottom line because the one size and the fact that we just use Flicker's Liquor to make you cost 0. Got a lot of holdover. 2 endless units and a holdover card. I'll take a 3rd Spike of the Legion, actually. Because they also do have permafrost, courtesy of being an X cost. So, worst case scenario, I just have them in hand until I need them. I'm gonna need to start removing some Eager Conscripts as well. Much easier to let them take an energy from me when I've got so much. Actually, we need to set Rector on the 2nd line. Wickless Baron defends our Tycoons. Oh my god, this is incredible. Thank you so much. Dreg, Lady of the House. I'm gonna drop Lady of the House again. Great. Wicklash for all of the units on this floor. Grow Room also helps them continue propagating it. There's our holdover subsuming blade, pretty important. One code's less impactful right now than just big Spike Legion for that entire floor. Thank heck. We didn't have much longer until Green Recruit, not having Green Recruit was going to become a problem. Burnout? No. Damn it. I want to kill that collector twice for the extra 100 gold. If the enemy's going down before anything can happen now. His bottom line was always about resource collection. I don't need to worry about losing it. I do think this second line is going to be okay now, with 110 burnout, each giving +5 damage to the lady of the house, who has multi-strike and quick. Hell yeah. Terrifying Amalgam goes down before they leave this floor, which is huge for us. Oh, yeah, and we're going to win on the bottom line. I really didn't think that one was likely. Cool. I thought we were going to win, to be clear. I just didn't think it was going to be on the bottom line. Unnecessary entirely. Devourer of Death could theoretically go on the bottom line, and then it gets to explode once. Like, you are a peculiar unit to me, because your effect is like a delayed version of a spell that you don't have as much control over as when you play the spell, but like, I almost think like you should maybe have Reanimate. Like, you can have all of these and then just one line at the top that says Reanimate 1. I know that Reanimate obviously didn't exist when Melting Remnant originally came out, but I think it'd be justifiable to go back. Just one line that says Reanimate 1. You could even increase your cost to 2 if you had Reanimate 1, honestly. I like Mulch, because I'm otherwise not going to be drawing 10 cards a turn ever? Do I care at all about a Merchant of Steel? I could find something to merge with a Resin Blade, and then I could dupe it, and then I'd have... I mean, I could, like, merge Loamcoat Resin Blade, and then dupe it, and then just play it using the additional energy from Flicker's Liquor on the right turn. I just have to set it up appropriately. When a friendly unit dies, add +10 damage to that unit. I mean, it gives +10 damage to green recruits who come back and then die with that 10 damage. None of my units that die do come back to actually fight. Judge of Scales, no. Void Fragment. I mean, it's a card removal. And it's cheaper than card removal is for me right now. Odie's Totem. What about my deployable energy problems do you think you're going to fix for me, Odie's Totem? Absolutely not. 2 units gain +30 health. I mean, I don't have any tomb units in the deck, right? Yeah, not at all. Encased Ember, obviously related to the tomb units as well. Rough. No. I care for none of these. I'll also take this opportunity to remove the Wickless Tycoon, knowing that it's not useful anymore. Hall of Mirrors. I'd have a 5-size... Oh, no, I'd have to replace the Boiler Room, and the Boiler Room is a lot of my ongoing energy. No. Stasis Crystal, worse than most options. I mean, I am feeling like it's just merge Loamcoat Resin Blades and then dupe it, and then cut the other Loamcoat from the deck because I don't need it. I also do think I could easily slot another Spore Launcher on the bottom line now that I've got all the additional capacity. Not in deployable, of course, but after it, sure. Let's remove one final card from this deck. And I'm going to make it a... dragon. Oh, never mind, we got more money. Something deployable? No. Although, if I am setting up mid and... yeah, okay. Mushy room for the top line, then. Not bad. Another dude. Another merged... another big merged equipment. I don't even spend the rest of this money. No. No one gets that money. Yes. Keep that merged equipment in hand. Well, I'll be able to afford you soon, merged equipment. Second spore launcher. Green recruit hits the bottom line. Uh-huh. Merged equipment here. Mushy room. Double stack hollow. We save. Yeah, I'll save one Spike of Legion for next turn because I don't know if I'm going to draw another one. Beautiful. We little Spike of the Legion to give 24 additional stacks of everything to the whole floor. Well, 24 for Rectiflicker and 28 for the other ones, because the... We found this earlier. If you've changed... If an X-Cost card that you have has a After Edition, that is like any energy modification, obviously Intrinsic -1, Permafrost -1, Smolder Stone, Emberstone, all of these different options, then the primary target when you are using Abyssal Prism will get the base version of it, and then everyone else gets it increased by that again. So like, for instance, if I had 2 energy, this would be Propagate, 2 + 2, 4, to Propagate A. But it would get another 2 energy when the Spike of Legion is being seen by the other targets on the same floor from the Abyssal Prism. So 8 for you and 10 for everyone else. Yeah, it's by another 4 here because the Smolder Stone, so it's 2 times 2. Mm-hmm. I mean, I know what I'm gonna do. Then Forevermore Serum the whole line. Everyone gets Reanimate. And I'm setting up for a Spiked Legion. I'll have to do that next turn. Midline's fine, we got so much health. Alright. So Spike of the Legion bottom line is for getting as much reanimate on all these targets as I can. Although it also gives 272 decay to all of my enemies on the floor from the amount of fungi that we get. But the small launchers gain 34 reanimate, which means it doesn't really matter that they're going to be dying at the end of the turn and at the end of every other turn. They'll stick around. Oh, baby. Uh-huh. Welcome to the bottom line. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. Oh no, it's not enough to kill Seraph Eternus. Oh no. It does get you all the way to taking 1300 damage at the end of turn. Oh, this is a laugh. Alright. Play Green Recruit. Then I'm going to Subsuming Blade that entire line. Killing a Spore Launcher, a Shroom Launcher, all of them. Kill them all! Then I have 15 energy. This is going to be a big troop stack for even more decay. There you go. Take 2.4 thousand damage at the end of your turn, Seraph Eternus. I wonder. I've been thinking about this for a lot of this run so far. With the new clans, but also in general. I wonder if it's about time that we need to have the discussion. Where are you? Is Wickless Tycoon overpowered? I don't want to have this discussion. I love abusing Wickless Tycoon every time I see it. But there's the rub, isn't it? Pretty much whenever I see Wickless Tycoon, because unit banners are front-loaded to the start of the game, pretty much whenever I see Wickless Tycoon, it's early enough to pick up Wickless Tycoon. Ring 5, Wickless Tycoon. Why not? Obviously, it performs disproportionately well right here with Under Legion because every single one of the troops dying counts for half a stack, which was why we were getting so ridiculously so much money from the Green Recruit deaths. Green Recruit dies, that's one death trigger, 4 spawns, and those 4 spawns each count as a death for the sake of harvest. Not for the sake of everything, just for the sake of harvest. Like, I don't want it to say Siphon. That feels completely antithetical to Melting Remnant as a clan. Melting Remnant is about making things and then playing those things and then watching those things die and then building them back up again and then making them and then rinse and repeat, right? But I can almost never think of a situation, unless I already have a Wickless Tycoon, where I don't take Wickless Tycoon. And I think there was a quote from, I think this is actually a quote from Anthony Giovanetti of Megacrit, in a, like, teaser interview for Slay the Spire 2, was saying, actually, is it Casey? Was saying that one of the most impactful things about Slay the Spire 1 was that every decision feels difficult. And I agree, right? The complexity and design space of the game can be whatever it is, but if the player always encounters a certain choice and almost always feels this is the correct option, then that choice doesn't really exist. It's kind of holographic. It's a phantasm of choice. It's not tangible. You don't really exercise that choice. You get to that choice and you go Wickless Tycoon, yes, and thank you. Worry a little bit, because every time it's so much less investment to get ridiculous with Wickless Tycoon than it is with Horde, and yet I do both consistently. Horde kills me sometimes because you gotta do a lot to support it. Wickless Tycoon literally just says, are you killing enough people on any floor? Put me there. Maybe he's too good. But please, please don't change him, Shiny Shoe. Come on, don't do it. Don't do it to me. Raps, you wouldn't do it with Raps. Hey, come on, it's my birthday. You wouldn't do it on my birthday. It's not actually. It's not sincerely my birthday. I just realized I should immediately qualify that afterwards. But of course, thank you to the person who inevitably went out to the comments immediately and typed happy birthday, Raps. Much appreciated. Pretty much we're not as far from my birthday as we can be in a given year, but getting close. Green Recruit. All I need is one of you on turn 1. I'm just gonna subsume Dominion for 80 damage each turn. I have more than enough health to just ignore the Curses of Entropy. I really don't want to be sapped. Beautiful. The other order would have gotten more decay on the enemies, but that's not important because they're all just going to die anyway. And then I can prevent all of this ridiculous damage they're trying to do with Subsumed Blade. Sadly, we didn't get too much energy from that turn. Savagery is going down this turn. Entropy is... Oh, Entropy is as well. On the bottom line. Yeah, so now it's just about getting Dominion, which is going to take a couple more rounds to do, unfortunately. Yeah, one more turn after this. Ooh. Everyone's got their blade. Hell yeah. Oh my god, it's actually large enough. Get subsumed. It's there. Yeah, on this screen, none of my cards look that impactful. I guess the Subsuming Blade with Piercing and Holdover doing 84 damage each turn is good, but even then, there's gotta be bigger blades out there, right? I have to say, I was pretty proud of using the Abyssal Prism to ramp it up for additional damage a couple of times there. We will also get a stat here. Oh, we got a full list of stats. In particular, we actually managed to up the amount of decay that we've previously applied, which surprises me because I feel like this is nowhere near the most ridiculous decay I've applied, but apparently it is. However, we also get the new personal record, Subsuming Blade damage gain. Woo! And we increase our win streak to 9s. I didn't mention it at the start of this episode, but this is my first recording of the day, so we're past the difficult period. The rest of them are going to be a streak of wins, and I'll prove it in the next episode. Until then, though, my name is Rhapsody. The name of the game has been Monster Train 2. Top left is a series playlist for all my content on the game, past, present, and future. YouTube recommendations down below. Streaming past are the names of the people so generously supporting the Republic on Patreon.com. A special thanks this episode to Zoe,